me was this. God put us here for a purpose.
Yeah.
All of us knew when we stepped into our mother's womb, the drama was going to impact. We knew she was doing this or he was doing it. We knew it was going to be crazy because this was hell on earth. So we knew we were coming here to change some stuff. And I'm a believer now that the traumas we go through are the traumas we're supposed to go through on what is it, hell on earth. Because God said our purpose was to create heaven on earth. Yeah. How the hell do you create heaven if you don't know what hell is?
I know that, right.
It don't work. Right? So we have to embrace these traumas. Well, because we are not all good, we process things and we process this incorrectly, right? And it starts to cause pain and warts and all kind of stuff because you're allowing this pain and this hurt because you don't know how to say no. I'm worthy of more. My daughter, she will tell her own story because trauma does affect. I almost lost my daughter mentally when we were going through. You are here because you need me. When I looked at my mom when the words when we first heard this seminar, and a big healing took place because my mama no longer had to explain to me what happened, why I am here, successful as they can come.
Because the decisions that we make now affect 7 generations, just like trauma. The decisions and the horrors of trauma from the past are affecting 7 generations forward. That's phenomenal. It's in a good way and in a terrible way with the trauma. Whoever controls education of our children controls the future.
Yes.
It is critical on what you teach our children.
Let me go! I said get off of me! I said get off of me! That's what I thought. Now get out of here! It was a baby, mama, trauma, drama. The best kept secret among us. Just like the Stepford wives. Who captured me in this etymology cemetery? Don't you see how many youth are killing each other today? A retaliation of their carried hurt and pain. Do you know how many hurtful words the youth have heard in their lifetime and how many physical pains they've endured in their childhood? Those who feel it know it.
So this is the moment you all been waiting for? The traumas that we've been going through haven't been dealt with. I understand the concept of the march, but when I start to look at the avenue of our life, if you don't resolve these things that are within you, you can never be your greatest potential. Are you guys ready? Yes. All right, so let's start off with this. The Hidden Blind Spot presentation is designed to prove that we, the TEB-IT Foundation members and associates, are well qualified and duly prepared to address the state of trauma. And why am I saying this? Because typically when it comes to trauma, it's like psychologists, neurologists, doctors, therapists, they're the ones that are qualified to deal with such state, right? But if you notice what's going on in our system today, what happens is that the doctor's office is overcrowded. So somewhere along the line, we have to find our responsibility in this earth to help out in areas that we can help out. Trauma is not a virus, disease, illness, sickness, disorder, or dysfunction, but rather an what? Experience. This is why people have what? Traumatic experience. A business model is created to what? To create experience that drives a what? So whenever you're going through a business, you're supposed to create an experience for someone. The more they're able to experience a better experience, right? It drives a profit. It's the same thing as trauma. The search for a healing modality. So I started to look at the airport as a healing modality, not as a transportation hub as people know it. This revitalized my whole concept of life because it was something that no one have ever done before, right? And it intrigued me. And this is the journey that I started. And I want you to pay attention because it says healing modality, right? Who knows the airport as a healing modality? All right. So I discovered what is called the airport adventure. That's how I discovered it. According to Dr. Gabor Mate, trauma is a psychic wound that has been sustained but not been, Let's break down trauma so you can truly understand it now from the prefix, word, and suffix. Why am I saying trauma as in woman, right? Tra-u-ma. Tra means across. So in the airport industry, it's called the transportational hub, right? Trans-tra. That means there's a plane that's gonna come from here and go across somewhere else. So anything that starts with the word, with the prefix tra, it means go what? Across. Travel, when you travel, right? You have to go across. It is the key to understand this. So you now, as in your uterus. And then ma comes from the Greek word back in the 16th century, which means what? Mother or mommy. It's funny how we spell it M-O-M-M-Y, right? Back then it was spelled M-A-M-M-E. So when you understand this now, from the 16th century, there was the woman, trauma comes from traumaticus, which was the 17th century. So the woman was around before this happened, right? Therefore, trauma reflects the blueprint disconnected relationship between the child and the mother's womb. Until you reach the age 25, your prefrontal cortex is not developed. So all the pain and hurt that you go through, you can't manage it by yourself because this is an executive function that's supposed to handle these things for you. So you don't know what to do, right? You just go and lash out. And people know that. Until we heal on the inside, or what I would say balance life, look, balance. We balance our life with each other. And then that now makes us light in the inside. And this is how we now get rid of what is called the concept of this traumatic experience that we're going through, which is the replacement of the woman. Kill the woman, everything that comes out of her gets killed as well. That's why it's called trauma, meaning the wound inside the uterus or the womb. That is the birthplace for everything. And if you destroy the birthplace, then anything that comes out of it is destroyed as well. All right? I hope you guys have a better understanding.
What words could I say about this conference? It possibly was the most inspiring and empowering and spiritual presentation that I have ever attended. And I have attended some powerful presentations. The most thing that I got out of this is just recognizing me as being a woman and as an African American or black woman, I'll just say a black woman, is that the healing starts within me.